Here's why Christianity makes no sense at all. And don't laugh till you think about it. Christianity, we all know they believe in God. They say God loves all people and that God will torture you for all eternity. Wait, what the fuck? They believe in heaven and hell, that people have for a long time. And I think it's pretty stupid. So a long time ago they also had no science, so everything was a mystery for them. And people couldn't live without answers, so they made up almighty beings to explain things. They also wanted justice, so they thought gods would punish people. But the justice became something evil and used to scare people. People made the concept of heaven and hell because they couldn't think of there just being nothing. After Jesus was born, churches thought, yeah, let's scare the absolute shit out of people and make them listen and pay us to not go to hell. If Christianity is right, then God does not fucking love you. The opposite, he'd be the villain and make the devil look like a cute puppy. Let me explain. Punishments are meant to be as bad as the crime. If the value of how bad the crime was is 150, then the punishment is supposed to be as close to 150 as possible to add up to 0. Hell is infinite and infinity is infinitely bigger than any number no matter what. So putting a murderer in hell is just as bad as putting an innocent person in hell. Cause 0 has the same difference as a billion to infinity. That would make God infinitely evil, and would such a God create life and nature? No, so it's impossible for hell to exist, and heaven probably too, because it's just a comfort cause people have it hard to comprehend nothing after death. But it's like before you were born. Why would you live forever in a paradise? If you would, why weren't you born in the beginning of time? And if you say you're in a better place when you die, why are you scared of death? Because you know it's not logical. I stopped believing in Christianity when I was like 8 and I realized, wow, the world is in flames and God's sleeping next to the fire extinguisher. Religious people say God gave them a sign when something lucky happens and that God helps people. There's like 17 genocides and 6 world wars going on right now, and God is indeed helping very much. And you might say it's not logical that nothing created everything. Yes, but if God created the universe, who created God? And who created the creator of God? Nothing makes sense. No one knows how the universe was created and we wouldn't understand. But religion gives people something to believe in, and it makes it better by forcing them to believe and tell their kids too. And then nothing bad at all happened when people believed in different fairy tales. I know people will say God loves you and Judgment Day is coming, cause I don't believe, but do you believe in the spaghetti monster? Because he loves you. And that's a real religion. Everyone is a sinner in someone's religion. And I think Christianity is about as weird as spaghetti monster. They just make it sound so cool with these Jesus quotes or whatever it is, and then they will come with all the stories they read in Christianity's big book of fairy tales for adults that was written when people believed in unicorns and shit, and say, don't you know that Moses split the ocean and everything? But it's pretty weird that exactly every cool story from the Bible happens to have happened before you started being able to prove things. And when religious people run out of things to be proven wrong and they can't start a new genocide, they will start with these. You can't celebrate Christmas as an atheist. I believe in St. Nicholas. You can't celebrate Easter. What if I believe in the Easter Bunny? They will of course think it's stupid and it's proven that it doesn't exist, but if I try to prove their beliefs wrong, it's disrespectful. And then when the tradition threats run out, they start using the life threats. And it's honestly really funny. Christians hating all atheists and even little kids on social media, death threatening me and other people and trying to force us to believe even though that's a sin. I'm not even trying to be rude or anything. I'm just trying to prove my point. But how Christians act against atheists. You can't say that I'm the disrespectful one. You can prove Jesus existed, but can you prove what he did was true? But the book, the Bible, the old book, the book. I believe there could be a God, but I haven't gotten any signs, and I most likely won't, because I think God either doesn't interact with the world in any way or simply doesn't exist. But one thing I'm sure of, it's that I will never believe in any religion. You can be as mad as you want, but I challenge you to prove me wrong. And if you comment something like, may God forgive you, or I'm praying for you, no, you better pray I'm not gonna be under your bed.